Good morning from New York. So today's weather looks horrible, completely grey and overcast, but that's not holding us back. Got a great day of exploring lined up and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So first stop on that list is we're going to B&H Photo, which is the biggest camera store in the world. They're actually so big in the US that they compete with Amazon, so very big player in the photography industry. Gonna go check out some stuff that's not available in Europe, maybe make some purchases, probably will make some purchases. So this is going to be an expensive visit. I don't know if I'm able to film on the inside of a shop because the controls are very strict, and the security. But if I can, I'll share it with you guys. If not, I'll check in with you guys afterwards to tell you what it was all about. I've got some shocking news. I didn't end up buying anything, surprisingly. So I don't know if I should be disappointed or actually quite proud of myself that I was able to retain my cash. So let me tell you a bit about the store, in which if you were wondering, filming was not allowed and I was told off. But I did catch a few clips just before that I can show you guys. But these aren't very exciting, to be honest. It's just a super sized store, size of a small shopping center, and millions and millions of camera gear you can try out and stuff you can, and lots of accessories and equipment you can fiddle around with and touch. So it's cool if you're a camera gear nerd like me, but I do think our time is better spent exploring the city. It's not every day you're in New York, and I think that's exactly what we should be doing instead. So behind me, up here somewhere, is the High Line. Now this is a new urban project where they wanted to rejuvenate the cityscape, because like you can tell, it's a bit of an industrial area here. And I just try to spruce it up and get the people back out there and make it a more modern, livable city. So back here's the High Line, and what that is, I think it's disused railway track. It's been converted into like a garden or a park that you can walk along through the city, weaving through the buildings. It's kind of cool, but something that you got to see for yourself. So let's head over there and check it out. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I think so. It's hyperlapse time. Let's go. Over here is a pretty popular photo spot because we're on an overpass that overlooks this road, so you've got a lot of depth in the composition, and it's really great. So if you just wait here, line up your shot symmetrically with the yellow line in the middle, and wait for some cabs to get past, you can get a very New York style shot. So that was my idea anyway, and the lens I'm using to do that is the 35mm lens, which is great for street photography and just a good all-round semi-wide lens. And yeah, not going to tell you much about it. It's pretty obvious what I was going for, and here's the final result. I like how big. Same concept and same idea as the last shot, but this time around I'm going to go for 18mm wide angle lens, and reason being is I love that wide angle feel where everything just seems a little bit more stretched out, more elongated, and that's kind of the look I'm going for. Again, lining the shot up in the middle of a road and waiting for a cab, which just has that dramatic compression effect. And by the way, we're in the meatpacking district now, which of course is famous for its nightlife, or its butcher industry, depending which area you're in. But yeah, cool to see other parts of Manhattan as well, not just the mainstream areas like the Empire State Building and Rockefeller Center and those kind of places. Cool to explore the rest as well, but on that note, let's keep exploring. Check this out. That's the new World Trade Center, and that's looking epic. Look how tall that building is. And the best part is, I got some tickets to head to the top, so really excited to do that. But I've booked a slot and I still have an hour to go, so I thought in the meantime I'd go check out the Oculus, which is like a metro station / shopping center. Looks phenomenal. I got to show you guys the outside, and then we'll head inside because the inside is equally stunning. Let's go make this happen. How epic is this place? I just absolutely love this architecture, this hall, and just the entire space. But now let's head outside again and try to get another shot from the outside, because I haven't quite nailed it yet. Still looking for a good angle. I saw one earlier on Instagram of World Trade Center behind this building, so that could look really good. But yeah, let's see if we can find that little spot and try to get the same photo. I think I found what could be a good angle, but right now this truck is hopefully just leaving. I guess that's the kind of composition I was going for. So fingers crossed this guy is gonna leave anytime soon. And then unfortunately it's also started raining, so the shot's not gonna be any good either way, but just gonna take it anyway, grab a quick snap, and then I gotta rush to head to the top of the tower, which I hope this weather clears up at least a tiny bit to at least get a good clean shot at least. Even if it's just overcast, it would be better than raining. Really not happy with that shot I just took, but I guess you win some, you lose some, and you lose 100% of the chances you don't take. So, wow, that sounded cheesy, but it is true. Anyway, that aside, let's head to the top, and irrespective of weather, that's going to be a cool experience anyway. Even if I don't get any good photos, it's still going to be awesome. So, can't wait to head up there. World Trade Center, here we come. Here we are, 100 floors up at the top, and the views are breathtaking. So a little bit of a shame about the weather. It's completely washed out and rainy, but I think in the foreground there's still a lot of details we can pick out. So Brooklyn Bridge caught my eye immediately, and that's the first place I want to point my camera. So can't wait to get snapping away and share these photos with you. I think finally some good photos, because today it's been a bit of a mixed bag of emotions of this weather, and just, yeah, I haven't really come across anything great, but I think we're onto something now. So I've been using the 85mm prime lens of this one just because the sharpness is amazing, and I can open it up quite wide. So I open it up to f1.8 because it's kind of getting a little bit darker now. So it allows me to still use ISO 100 and a very fast shutter speeds to avoid shake, because my tripod got taken away by security, so I need to do everything handheld, and that's why a fast prime is nice, just to make sure you keep your photos nice and sharp with a faster shutter speed. So that's the technicalities. But let's take a look at the final photos. Now I've decided to switch over to my zoom lens, which is my 70-300 lens. And now this is the one that zooms in the furthest I can go, and allows me to pick out some smaller details. So for example, back here, the Brooklyn Bridge, I could get really close, which gives it a very different feel. Down below is the Oculus, the mall we were at earlier, with that bone-like structure for ribs. Got a really cool shot from there, literally pointing the camera all the way down, so that's an awesome perspective, and I'm quite happy with that shot. A lot easier than the wide angle shot I tried to take in those narrow streets a lot earlier when it was raining, and that shot just didn't come out nicely, but this one's kind of cool. We're at the bottom of the Manhattan Island, and if you look out this window, which is probably the best one here, you can see all the way up the island into Uptown, and where I'm pointing right now is the Empire State Building. So this is by far the greatest view from the World Trade Center. Problem being, I guess, not a problem as such as, well, it is a problem. The rain back here is really making the visibility very, very poor. But just trying my best to get a shot anyway, and I've actually opted for a very interesting camera setup, and it's a little bit of an ingenious trick how you can get around some of the restrictions security imposes on you. So let me show you how this works. So the lack of tripod is not a problem if you just rest your camera on your bag here. And then another cool thing I've opted for is to place my hoodie over the front of the lens, like so. Reason being, it seals off the glass, and then you don't get any reflections. So, because you can see here in my hand, there's a lot of reflections in the window. So this totally cuts those out. And then if you just compose your shots using the live view back of the camera, just something like this. That's what I've been using to set up my shot, and you can see it's perfectly level given the way I've set up the backpack here on this ledge. But yeah, these are cool little tricks you can get around lack of tripod, and then also using a remote to trigger the camera, which also helps. So let's check out the shots I got. Day is turned tonight at the World Trade Center, and I continue to use that bag as a replacement for my tripod, including taking a lot of long exposure shots, including some night shots, but now it's time to call it a day. So not super happy with any of the photos I got today, and that's solely down to the weather. It's been raining the whole day, and then up here there obviously wasn't any sunset because it was completely washed out. So with all of that being said, I don't know how this video turned out. I had a fun time running around New York City regardless, and thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed watching, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in a future episode. Bye for now.